Hey, and welcome to this week's episode of the What Say You podcast. I'm Brian Quinn.
I am Sal Volcano.
And we are back.
We got to jump right into this.
We got a busy episode. Right.
Okay. We last left off. We were discussing the tour that we just came on.
Sure.
So we have some stuff to talk about. We have the tour. We want to tell you guys a little bit about how it was doing Seth Meyers and this and that. Let's see. And check. We put up some pictures for the podcast. So I put up the picture of Michael Jackson.
Sure. You go to whatsayyoupodcast.com or follow us on at whatsayyoupod. And, and any pertinent stuff goes right up there.
Yes. So when we were in Toledo,
right.
I'm sorry we left off last time. I actually started the story. Maybe cut that out.
Yeah.
Right. We were just finishing up at the theater and leaving, and Murray noticed that in our dressing room, his sport coat, his suit jacket top, was not there. And so he said, "Oh, I don't see my coat." And he looked around. I looked around a little more. And then he said, "I think legitimately that my suit is stolen."
Right.
It was here. I know I had it.
Sure. And at this point in our touring career, we have run into some thievery.
Yeah.
Somebody broke into our dressing room a few months back. They didn't take anything, but they took pictures wearing your clothes, right?
Yes. I don't know. I guess you know what? Like, people think it's funny. They think that
they think I think it's funny. If I was them, they think we'll think it's funny,
right?
But we won't. That's how personal shit. Get the fuck out of it.
I know that you guys watch us prank each other for basically a living. You think,
right?
But also, I've known you for 25 years,
right?
When someone breaks into our dressing room, eats our food, and tries on our clothes, and then takes pictures of it and says haha, that's not funny to me.
Right.
I was pretty pissed off, actually.
Sure, you were annoyed. But even on this tour, we had our iPod stolen the first night. And then, oddly enough, we found the crew of the theater breaking into our merchandise and stealing shirts and stuff like that.
Some of the people at one of the theaters were found rifling through our merch.
Sure.
And about to take it.
Right. So it happens.
Yeah.
But our patience for it is very low.
Yeah.
We don't have
we love you. You could meet me face to face and say whatever you want.
Right.
But don't break into our shit.
Please just don't steal shit. I mean, I can't believe we have to fucking say this.
We're asking nicely.
Yeah.
When we do not like it.
Right. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not funny.
Yeah.
What's that from? It's not fun. It's not funny.
It's not fun. It's not funny. Oh, what is that from? I can't. You shouldn't have done that to me, man. I'm going to have a twitch now the whole fucking.
Is it Gary Shandling?
It's not fun.
It's not
funny.
Fun. It's not funny.
No.
It's on from Howard Stern, right?
No.
It's not fun.
It's a sound clip from a movie.
Yeah, but I thought they played it on the Stern show.
Oh, maybe then.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not funny.
Oh, you're going to kill me now. We have to look it up.
All right. So there's this quote, which I think comes from the Howard Stern show, and I think it's Gary Shandling going, "It's not fun. It's not funny.
It's not fun."
And now we're stuck in this fucking loop of trying to figure out what that.
It's not fun. It's not funny.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal versus Stuttering John.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, there you go. That's right.
Yes, when he rips him apart.
Right.
I had it right here. Hold on. That's right. I used to say that all the time.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not funny.
Big fan. Who are you? Paul. How's it going? From where? From XRK. Are you glad that you're the only guy who can handle the Oscars?
I'm not the only guy who can handle the Oscars.
Well, David didn't do as good a job as you did.
David did great. I love what David did on the show. He was terrific.
Will there be a Mr. Saturday Night too?
Yes, there will.
Oh, yeah? Okay. How many years were you married before you cheated on your wife?
Oh!
So you can take this to Howard, right? And you can shove this right up Howard's stupid ass, okay?
Well, you don't like Howard anymore, Bill?
No, because Howard dumps on me all the time, and, it's just not fun when you have a thing like this, okay? And now you'll do this on a show, and you'll all laugh and have a good time, but it's not fun,
Well, Billy, we're all big fans of yours, Bill.
Yeah, right.
No, really, I'm a big fan of yours.
Good. Then you don't come in and sell stupid.
He didn't say it's not fun. It's not funny.
Right. He just said it's not fun. He said it separately. Yeah, I guess maybe just over the years it cemented himself.
That's out of line.
That is out of
The
line.
cheating on your wife stuff?
Yeah.
That's fucking way out of line. And I love how it's turning John Stuttering John.
Yeah.
But that is... It's
not fun. It's not funny.
It's not... Bingo.
Right.
Like, that is like... It's kind of... That's so fucking mean.
He wouldn't do that now, Stern. I think that was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah.
But that is fucking mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Although I probably laughed for hard at the time.
All right, so where the fuck were we? Oh, so it's not fun. It's not funny when you break into our dressing room and steal shit.
It happened to me in Buffalo, and I wore my Pat LaFontaine Sabres jersey. He's my favorite hockey player, and like in between the shows, like they went in and like charted on. Like this is even giving them too much credit to talk about them on here, but it turns out like they were like students, and I think they were even law students, and they put it up online. So we knew exactly who it was. And then they like faced expulsion and everything. And we were like, nah, it's okay. Don't expel them. Like, it's just like, hopefully they just feel shitty about it. But anyway, so Murray suspected his suit jacket to be taken and he's walking around and we're getting ready to leave. This guys, I'm telling you, I don't have my suit jacket.
And it's an expensive suit jacket.
Oh, well, he would go on. And I'll tell you what it's $1,200 from the Men's Warehouse.
The Men's Warehouse detail is the weirdest fucking...
He kept saying...
He like, Murray gets worked up. He gets indignant. Rightfully so.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, he would say to like a security guard, it's like, that was a $1,200 suit from the Men's Warehouse.
Just like a completely insignificant detail.
Right.
Like if you file a complaint and charge the theater or what have you, or insurance, and you got, that's when you can let them know that it was $1,200. You could say that was an expensive suit. That was my favorite suit.
Sure.
I like that suit. Hey, that was an expensive suit. I really liked.
I'll even take that was a $1,200 suit because it adds a certain amount of gravitas to it. But I felt, and I said to him, I think when you add the Men's Warehouse, it's undermining the whole thing.
It is.
Because it's like...
I associate, and this might not be the case. Lord knows I've rented many a tux from them for wedding parties. But like the warehouse portion of Men's Warehouse makes it sound like that's wholesale shopping for suits.
You could buy a suit there for $60. You could buy a suit there for $2,000.
They tout that.
Right.
I swear to Christ, I walked past a Men's Warehouse the other day.
Right.
We were in like Chicago or something. This is what it said. I was with JF, right? I was with James, our friend James Harris. And it said, buy one. It was a gatto.
Buy one, get two free?
No. Buy one, get three free. Buy one suit, get three free.
Right. Which is a great deal.
Unbelievable.
Right. You can't beat that deal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's a funny way to buy a suit.
Right.
Like, I don't even know in my life if I've ever seen buy one, get three free on anything ever, including like a popsicle.
Just drinks in New Orleans. Remember, you would be...
buy one, get two.
Right. You're right.
Buy one, get three.
Free.
And a drink is at least in the realm of possibility. Oh shit, I get 3 drinks?
Right.
No, it's by the way, it wasn't. No, by the way, you're doubly wrong. New Orleans is buy one, get one free.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought there was like specials.
2 for 1. That's what it is. 2 for 1.
You're right.
Which is the clever way of doing half price.
Right.
It's the better way for the bar.
Sure.
Because they're
forcing you to buy that second drink at half price.
So 2 for 1. This isn't buy one, get 2 free. That's buy one, get 1 free. Buy one, get 2 free is odd as shit.
Right.
That means you get 3 drinks. This is buy one, get 3 free.
Suits for free.
Suits. Like, if it was a drink, I would look at them like, this is excessive.
Right.
Like,
that's well alcohol.
Are you shitting me?
Right.
And you can't think that when a place sells buy one, get 3 free, you're going to say in the same breath, I got my $1,200 suit there.
Right.
Like, it just, when he kept like stomping around being like, that was a $1,200 suit from Men's Warehouse. And we were like, why don't you just leave off the Men's Warehouse?
Yeah.
Like
I'm on your side, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on your side.
I don't want them to snicker at you about it. Right? So
you're going to like the way you look.
Yeah. You're going to like the way you look and look and look and look. Are you guaranteeing every suit?
Right.
So Murray then makes he announces, I think my jacket's been stolen.
Sure.
Now, we asked security, and I guess security, unfortunately, wasn't manning that room at that time.
There was a definitely gaps in in the net. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. And it happens. It happens.
Sure.
You know, but we learned you can never be so safe. I can't tell you how many times during the show, the live show, this has happened to me 4 or 5 times. We go off stage sometimes for anywhere between 30 seconds to 2 minutes to show a video.
And there's fans there.
There's people on the
Right.
side of the stage behind the curtain with us talking, drunk out of their mind, just like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, holy shit.
We're in the middle of a
who
show.
are you?
Right.
And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm just like, dude, this isn't cool, man. Like, I don't even know you. And I had to walk back out there.
Right.
You're throwing off my shit. Like, you can't do that.
Like when we go off stage not that this matters. You just shouldn't break backstage. Like I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Right.
Okay.
So he makes that announcement, and now look, we go to security, and security's like,
Sure.
well, we're not really sure, we didn't see. So now there's
And there are things not missing. His laptop wasn't missing. His iPod wasn't missing.
Right.
Like they didn't take any big money items.
right. So we're wondering.
Well, unless you count $1,200 from Men's Warehouse,
Right.
is a big money
so
item.
we're wondering if it's lost or not. So now we all start searching the theaters,
Right.
and we're looking in all the rooms, all the
Sure.
hallways, all this is all of that.
Well, not me. I was I was playing Family Guy or Simpsons Tapped Out.
Okay.
I was not interested in this.
So we then realize, oh, we're doing a documentary.
Right.
So we go and get the cameras and rewind. Sure enough, the jacket was where he's supposed to, where he left it. We saw where he left it before he walked out of the room.
Right.
On the chair. It was not there.
Yeah.
So we then get tweeted at
Mhm.
by someone.
Someone in the audience. Well, Murray put a thing out there that's like whoever didn't he? That's how it first started, right? No.
I think he got the message.
Oh,
first.
that's right. Because I said go onto Twitter because of what happened to us in Buffalo.
Yes, because the people in Buffalo, after they broke in, wore our clothes, and ate all food, like some fucking not Anthony Perkins. What's the guy's name?
Goldilocks and the
Hannibal
Three
Lecter
Bears.
shit. They posted it.
Yeah.
You know, and usually people are thinking that it's funny and they want to show other people. Sure enough, Murray goes on Twitter and someone tweeted us and said, hey, just so you know, a girl stormed by us just now outside drunk, screaming about how she broke backstage and stole your jacket and Sal's hoodie. And at that point, for me, it got real.
Sure.
Because I had a $30 hoodie. A $30 hoodie from Old Navy.
Right. That you like very much.
That was my favorite hoodie.
Right.
But I kept making sure I told him it was a $30 hoodie from Old Navy. Every time Marie said my $1,200 Men's Warehouse suit, I was like, and my $30 Old Navy hoodie.
And he got really dismissive of your hoodie.
Yeah.
He was not. He did not take it in brotherly stride.
Right.
He was
it's
like, fuck your hoodie.
It's still an item that I like. I put no dollar amount on that.
Right.
Like we're getting reimbursed hopefully by anyway. So it's just I'm worried about my favorite hoodie. Sure. So anyway, and the guy snaps off 4 photos of this girl.
Yeah.
And she has on my hoodie and then Murray's jacket on top of it. But since she has on the hoodie and it's dark out, all 4 pictures, she's unidentifiable.
Right.
He says she was with a guy and a girl. I don't know much about it. This is it. He sends us the photos. Murray and I then tweet. And you can go look this up. It's on our tweet from September 21st.
Right.
Just basically saying, hey. So we're like, how do we approach this? All right, look. She probably thinks it's funny.
Definitely drunk. That was the report that the guy said too. Said that she was very drunk.
Slammed.
Right.
So we said, what? Instead of being like, you know, we hate you, why don't we just be like, look, haha, please bring it back.
Sure.
Maybe that'll reach her. So we wrote, you know, hey, you know, we know it was funny, but it was an expensive suit, and it was
$1,200 in the Men's Warehouse.
It was my favorite hoodie. Like, if you're really came to see us, then you're a fan of us. Then why would you do something that upsets us? Can you please bring it back? No answer.
We held the bus.
We held the bus before leaving for the next town, and waited about another 90 minutes, and just sat there waiting for a response. I wrote back, hey, kind of got to leave in a half hour. We're really just waiting on you. No judgment. Please bring it back.
Right.
Nothing. Right. So then we're like, all right, I guess she's never going to answer. We got to leave. So we get on the bus. We leave after she holds up no less than 10 people.
Right.
From leaving.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. So we're on the bus, and then we get another thing that says, hey, I got more pictures of this girl. Turns out she was with, I think she's with her sister and a guy, and she was drunk and she broke back there. And the reason I know is that here's more pictures of her, and here's her with the other two people. And again, it's blurry and you can't make it, but we're getting closer. Getting closer. Finally, someone texts us and writes us and says, I overheard her talking. I'm sorry, her sister was running around looking for her.
Right.
Said out loud, my twin sister. I think she said twin.
Twin, yeah, they were twins.
My twin sister or my sister and twin sister is drunk. She said she was going to go break backstage. I can't find her. I'm looking for her. Has anyone seen her? Her name is blank.
Right.
Okay.
So we had a name.
So the person remembers that she says this, remembers the first and last name and the girl's name, writes us and says, I overheard them talking about it.
Right.
These are their names.
Sure.
Gives us the names. Then the lady said, checked it out for you. Found her on Facebook.
Right.
Knows where she lives. Here's the link to her Facebook page.
So
shit is heating up.
And you appreciate those moments in it where you're like, this is exciting.
I love that our people that came to support us banded together. I love that it was an old fashioned mystery.
Yeah.
And
who done it?
Gumshoe shit. Like we were following clues as they came in.
Right.
And we got the girl's name.
Yes.
Murray goes, this is where Murray shines.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is some praise for Murray.
Goes onto Facebook.
Finds the girl's page.
She's private. But it says where she works.
Right. So he looks up the business, gets the phone number.
It's a restaurant of sorts.
It's a restaurant.
Right.
He calls the restaurant, asks for her. Lady says she's not here. Murray says, this is a murder from Impractical Jokers. Amazing on so many levels. Yeah. Okay. Number one, who the fuck cares?
Right.
Like, if she doesn't know who you are, I wouldn't have led with that. I would have said, hello, I'm a friend. Hello, my name is James.
Sure.
Hello, my name is James Murray. I need to reach this person.
Right.
Can you please let me know when she works? Can you please give her my number?
Well, it turned out to be the right thing because the manager knew right away.
Right. But I'm just saying, in his own psyche, it's like, this is,
right.
Get ready. Are you sitting?
Are your socks off? Well, you might want to take them off now because they're about to get knocked.
You're on the phone right now, my friend, with no other than Demar, 1/4 of the Impractical Jokers.
Do you hear that?
From the eponymous show.
Do you hear that rustling?
Channel 1 million.
You hear that cottony rustle? That's a suit for Men's Warehouse. That's who you're on the phone with, my friends.
This is Mur. I tell you right now, I'm adorned in fabric from the Men's Warehouse.
Are you
how I do?
Are you ready to shop in Mur's Warehouse? Because there's the title for the episode, Mur's Warehouse.
I swaddle myself. What is a swat? What is that? What is the baby?
A baby, a swaddle.
A swaddle of clothing. Yeah. In only the finest linens and cottons from Men's Warehouse.
My tailor Leon cuts this exactly to my body shape.
I tell you now, I have $4,800 worth of suits. There was a big sale.
I only paid $1,200. Maybe you haven't heard. It's buy one, get one free.
Get 3 free.
Tis neither here nor there.
I'm looking for so-and-so. Right. But he leads with, this is Mur from Practical Jokers, to which she says, oh my God. He says, I need to speak to blah, blah, blah.
Right.
She was at the show last night, broke backstage, and stole my suit. I don't know if he even mentions my hoodie at this point.
Right. I don't think he does.
Right. She says, no, that's impossible.
Not blah, blah, blah. She's a huge fan of you guys.
Yes.
She's been talking about going to the show for weeks.
Yes.
She's so excited to go. It made her night. There's no way that blah, blah, blah did that.
That's right.
Right.
He says, she did. We have it. We have it on tape. And I have photos of her running out of the theater with it on.
So now, whether you believe that whether the woman deserved it or not, it just bears mentioning that Murray called her place of employment and basically outed her as a drunken thief.
That's right.
To her employer.
That's right. I'm 100% behind that.
Oh my God, yeah, I agree with.
I don't know the lady who we spoke to at the restaurant. Let's call her Janice, just so we have a reference. Before we move on with the story, let's stop and talk about Janice. She now has some options.
Right.
So Janice might be a manager. She might be an employee.
She was a manager, I believe.
I think
Murray asked for a manager.
Okay, because I was going to say she could have been a lower tenured employee.
No,
who knows her situation?
I think he asked for the manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, as a manager, she might be like, well, I can't give out personal information, but I will take disciplinary action.
Sure.
Or I can't give out personal information. Fuck you, Murph from Magdalene. Or ha ha ha.
Right.
Or that's horrible, but there's nothing I can do.
Right.
Or let me give you all of her information.
Sure.
She has a lot of choices.
She could be like, I'll have her call you. Or, you know what I mean? Anything.
Right. So we'll give you a moment to think about what Janice did.
Incorrect.
Okay. And I just want to say right now, #Janice. I love this lady.
Sure.
She said, holy shit, I'm so sorry. Here's her number.
Right. Here's complete information.
Yes. Which I believe she should have done. Because she's also removing herself.
She shouldn't have done it. Because you don't know if that's actually Murph from Practical Jokers. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a dude calling up saying he's that guy. So she shouldn't have done that. Although it is a stretch, like what exactly is happening? Like, who is that guy that's not Murr that's calling saying I'm Murr and my men's warehouse jacket got stolen and I need to call? Yeah, but you don't know. That's my point. Is you don't know.
So for general, etiquette and protocol, she shouldn't have done it. But for our purposes,
right,
gung ho, give her a ticker tape parade
for the purpose of justice.
Yeah.
We're happy she did.
Yes.
It. Right.
So now Murray calls the number.
Yes.
Okay. And he says
once again,
this
is Murr from Impractical Jokers.
Hello. This is Murr from Impractical Jokers. A show you might have heard of.
Right.
And
she broke down immediately.
No.
It
was not her.
Oh, okay.
It was the twin.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And I think what happened is the twin probably was fielding calls here because they were on high alert. Because why would Janice give the number to the twin?
That's right.
Right. So she says nothing, the twin, but I think you want to speak to my sister.
That's right.
She puts the sister on the phone. We are on the phone with the thief.
Less than 8 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next morning, right?
The next morning, right.
Yeah. We have tracked down because of the internet and because of our fans, because of justice in the world that we live in right now. We had someone trespass, break, enter, steal.
Right.
And
a $1,200 suit.
What police?
Right.
What police? We tracked that down ourselves.
It's like the Purge out there. We've got fucking one night to... Have you ever seen the Purge movies?
Yeah, I saw both of them. One was horrible.
Right. 2
was serviceable.
Okay, they're making a third.
They are because everyone goes to see them. Right. They're becoming exactly what sold.
I haven't seen them, but okay. All right, so we've tracked her down.
He's on the phone
That's
with
incredible.
the thief.
That's incredible.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
Because you ever lose something, you don't know if it's lost, you don't know if it's stolen, but you just wonder where the hell it is.
Sure.
Where is it right now?
Right.
Who's wearing my shirt? Who's
I
wearing
have
my
two
hat?
things in my life that I've lost as a child that I still to this day wonder. One is a plastic lobster toy that it was like a rubbery lobster that was in my dad's Chevy Nova back in the day that just went missing. And the other was my father was into trains and stuff, and it was a patch of the Santa Fe Railroad cross, and it said Santa Fe on the top, and I slid it into the vent on my house, and I heard it fall down. Never saw it again. And over the years, I've taken vents off to find it in my parents' house.
It's got to be in there, buddy.
It's not in there. I don't know where the fuck this thing is. And I have looked.
Did you ever do a time capsule?
I think I tried to do one in my backyard, but I could only hold out like 3 months before seeing like how it was holding up in the weather, and I dug it up.
The purpose of the time capsule.
Yeah.
The thing about it, what I don't get is that aren't you fully aware of what you're putting in there?
I think, are you talking about when you do it for yourself?
Oh, is that where I'm missing the point?
Because they have like town. Did you ever see that car that they buried and dug up?
No.
Oh my god, dude! I'll look it up. Should we deviate? Let's get through the story. And then
keep here. We'll go back to time
Right.
capsules.
Okay.
Write that down.
Okay, so she's on the phone.
She's on the phone, and Mur gives her a talking to like Mur can. Mur says, why do you think this is funny? Who do you think you are? Do you realize like how much annoyance and like, just general like anger and you realize it sucks.
He told me he dressed her down for 25 minutes.
No.
That's what he told me.
Oh, I didn't know it was that long.
He said he railed into her for 25 minutes.
I did not know it was that long.
Yeah.
But saying like, and it is true. Murray wears, we're on a 3-week bus tour. Murray wears that suit on stage as part of like to support his personality and character that we get on all the time.
Sure.
And we do call out his tie and suit and shit like that in the show as part of it.
Right.
And then the next day, for the rest of the tour, that was the beginning of the tour, he wasn't going to have a suit anymore.
Right.
He would have to go buy a new suit.
Sure.
And it just, what are you going to do with it? And also, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
It's somebody's property.
You like us. You paid money to come see the show. We tried to entertain you.
Right.
Then you steal our shit and think that what?
Right.
I just don't get it.
She was drunk.
Fine.
At least drunk. She might have been high too. We don't know.
Fair enough. So Murray just says, this is unbelievable and you should be ashamed of yourself and all this other stuff. And, she gives exactly what we'd expect. She says, I'm so sorry. I was drunk. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to come forward, but then I didn't know what to do. And I'm going to tell you this.
Right.
I'm going to tell you this. Drunk or not drunk, I wholeheartedly believe that she was only in that position speaking that way and that sorry because she was caught. That's what I think.
Yeah, she told Murray that she was nervous all day, that she sobered up and all day was freaking out that she had done that, which I can believe because it's a fucked up thing to do. And if you're not that person who does that normally, that's pretty fucked up.
But you gotta be that person to do it. I'm looking for my sister. She's crazy. She's drunk. She's gonna run backstage, break in, and steal shit.
Right.
Like really?
Sure.
Like, so if that's not where your sister comes from normally, like really, it's just like, oh, my sister's just crazy. She's just breaking in backstage and stealing shit.
Right.
Like no, that doesn't. You don't even let your sister get there. I mean, come on.
Sure.
Like when your sister announces to you that that's what she's doing,
You just grab a hand and be like, let's get the fuck
What are
out of
you
here,
talking
you
about?
idiot.
right.
Right.
I believe, whatever. The girl likes to hit the sauce or whatever she likes to do. The girl probably is fast and loose, whatever. I think that even if she's nervous because maybe she didn't want to, you know why she's nervous too? The pictures came out. That's why she's fucking nervous. Not because she did it. I'm telling you, if no pictures,
I'm not giving her the benefit of any doubt. I'm just extrapolating. Yeah. She's a scum. She's the lowest of the low as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what I think is, if the pictures never came out and we had no clues, I think she goes home. She's like, oh shit, I fucked up. Oh my God. Ha ha ha.
Right.
That's what I think. I think because there's 6 or 7 pictures circulating of her in varying degrees and you see the story unfolding and they know that they announced it and shit. I think she's nervous, not because I'm nervous that I did a bad thing and I regret it. I'm nervous because I'm still not in the clear.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Then Murray calls her, and then of course you're going to crumble and lip service
Because you're caught.
You're caught.
You're
what
caught.
are you going to say?
Right.
We called your job. We know where you work. We know your name. We know where you live. We know everything.
Right.
You have to do complete lip service here. You have to backtrack. And she says, I thought about returning it, but then I didn't know what to do, and blah 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 blah. And I'm really sorry. Mur says, take the jacket and the hoodie. Drop it in the mail tomorrow. Overnight it. We need it back on tour. I got to wear the suit and Sal's favorite hoodie. Like, goodbye. Hangs up on her. Okay? Sure enough, next day, we get a package in the mail. We open it up. It's Murray's. Murray's going to like the way he looks again.
Sure.
The guy guarantees it.
Right.
And it's my...
It would be great if she mailed back three jackets.
So she mails back the next day. And we open it up. It's Murray's jacket. It's my hoodie.
Mm.
I take my hoodie immediately. First thing I do is smell it.
Okay. How'd it smell?
It smells like she washed it. It smells like soap.
You think she washed it out of courtesy or to get rid of the evidence, the DNA evidence?
No, I don't think she. What do you mean? Like she shoved it up a puss or something?
No, but like her hair's. I don't know what she's up to. I don't know how the mind of the criminal works.
I mean,
maybe this was a
joke.
puss gun.
I don't think she shoved the hoodie up a puss.
Maybe you don't know. I've seen movies.
No, when you said DNA.
I saw a movie once where a woman put a squid in her pussy. So I don't know what's going on out
What
there.
movie was that?
It was on like somebody sent me a link. You want to see if I can find the picture?
This is a wide released, a silver screen.
No. This is just like one of those things that your friends send you at 3 a.m. They're like, look at how disgusting this is.
Yeah, but is this a pornography?
Hold on.
I don't want to see it.
I'm just going to Google squid in pussy.
I don't even like that word. Can we just say puss?
Oh, well, apparently.
I don't want to see anything that's coming up. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Oh! Why would you show me that? Turn it away! Turn it away, man. I don't want to see it. I'm not looking. I don't want to see it, dude. I don't want to see it.
All right.
No part of me.
But we can.
No part of me wants to see it. Dude.
All right. Okay.
No part of me wants to see it.
Well, if you want to see it, you just.
My God. Is that just a Google image now, or are you looking up the
Google
footage?
image?
Oh, so that's
Google image.
I'm not looking. I'm holding my hand up.
Just type squid and pussy, and you'll see a bunch of stuff.
Is that first of all? I don't even want to see the movie that you thought that you saw. I don't want to see any.
No, I think it was pictures I saw.
Oh, God.
No, that's not true. I definitely saw a woman squeezing a squid out of a pussy somewhere.
Can we just say puss, please?
Vagina.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
I got an issue with that.
Well, it's like people are like...
That's the most vile sentence I've ever... Like, it's just gross. A woman with a squid in her pussy? Like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Just even I can truncate
I'm just telling
say
you...
puss.
All right.
All right?
That it's happened.
That's fucking... Oh, I can't get that fucking first image out of my head now. I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see that. Oh, my God. Like, what the frick? No part of me wanted to see that.
Well, now you got to live with it now. So there you go.
Oh, it's so it's too much. It's too much.
Right.
What were we talking about?
Squids
I didn't think she shoved.
Oh, okay. The hoodie in the pussy.
So, but you said our DNA, and we don't need it. So I was like
hair.
I'm thinking liquid or something.
Yeah.
But we don't.
So she washed it.
We have her name. We don't need to prove anything. We have it. We have pictures of her wearing it,
right.
and her name and address.
Sure.
And her phone. So no, I don't think she was. I think she was just washing it. I got an issue with that. I don't even want her to wash it.
Right.
Like I don't take any more steps. Don't have any further relations with my hoodie.
Right.
Like,
put it in the box and mail it off.
So you wore it for an hour. I don't give a shit. I'll take it. I'll decontaminate it. I don't need you using your detergent.
Right. Whatever was on sale that week.
Your detergent smell on it. And also putting it in the washer and dryer that you wash your clothes in.
Right.
Like all your stuff, did you wash it alone?
Right.
Did you throw it in with your load to kill?
What if she brought it to a place that, like a public? What if she doesn't own a washer and dryer?
I have a problem with that.
Sure, that's what I mean.
That's for me last resort.
Right. Of course.
I don't like putting my stuff in with other
There's
stuff.
sick people wash their clothes in that. People with lice. People with bed bugs. Like they take it to the public laundromat to wash that shit out of.
I would rather she not even do it. I understand the gesture, what have you. I smelled it. I knew it was washed. In the box.
A note
is a note.
Loose leaf.
I have the note.
Three hole loose leaf.
I got the note right here.
All right.
I got the note right here. All right. Here's what she has to say. I'm withholding her name throughout this whole thing.
Which is more than she deserves, I feel. But yes.
Yeah, a public shaming could have been in order here.
Right.
And let me just say this. Maybe not a public shaming, but she may still get a little something. I'll explain.
Let's get to the end of the letter and we'll get into that.
Dear Sal and Mur.
Right.
And again, I'm reading this. I think this is pure lip service.
Right.
I just want to apologize again for my terrible decision making. I truly, at the time of my drunken stupor, did not think I would be causing harm. I'm embarrassed and completely remorseful. Sounds like literally a killer on death row.
Sure.
I know there's no way to really make it up to you guys, but I put a $50 bill in Mur's breast pocket. Please have a drink on me.
Whew. Well, now I feel I'm entitled to some of that because I had to wait around 2 hours. Like my night was affected as well. I had to wait around 2 hours.
We could debate that. For me, that's either here nor there.
Well, where'd the $50 go?
The items. What? Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
I'll tell you everything. $50 on me. Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You commit a crime.
Well, it's just that I know I haven't. This is the first time I'm hearing about the $50. So there was a discussion somewhere along the way as to what to do with that money, and nobody took my time into consideration.
I will tell you what happened.
Okay, all right.
So you commit a crime.
Sure.
You shoot somebody.
Right.
They don't die. You shoot them in the leg.
Okay.
Still,
I wing them.
You shot a person.
Yeah.
You get caught. You're addressing it. You're in court.
Right.
You say to them, "Look, I was drunk.
Right.
I was drunk when I shot him. I didn't mean to hit him. I didn't know it was going to hurt anybody. I'm remorseful.
Right.
Okay. Also, can I give you $50?
Sure. Just slide $50.
Can I give you $50
to the jury? Right.
And then we'll just can we do something
right.
here where I give you the 50? I tell you I'm remorseful, and then his knee bone, his
right.
kneecap is.
We all walk away. Okay.
No, what happens at that point
right.
is you go to jail immediately.
That's right.
You can't bribe somebody.
You've just admitted. In fact, they're going to throw a bribery charge on top of everything.
Throw a bribery charge right on top of it.
Yeah, right on top.
Right on top of it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the person we're dealing with here.
Sure.
Okay. Now she's trying to bribe. Also, I washed the hoodie.
Oh, so you were right.
Don't do me any favors. I would have dry cleaned the jacket if there was enough time to do so. With regret and sincerest apologies, your most stupid fan.
All right.
P.S. I am grateful for your kindness and understanding. Now, I will tell you this. This is a well-written letter.
Can I see it?
Addressing the points.
Right.
But just because she can articulate remorse well doesn't mean that if she never got caught, she would have been like, ha, 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 and then just shove my hoodie up her puss at her leisure whenever she wanted.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So, to that I say,
go fuck yourself?
Go fuck yourself.
Right.
I feel that she committed multiple crimes, basically. Right. Okay. And I'm not on a high horse here. I'm stating the facts. She committed multiple crimes.
Right.
She trespassed. She broke and entered. Right. She stole.
Right.
And she fled.
Right.
Right there. That's boom, boom, boom.
And bribery.
Boom. Let me hit that well. And then she bribed us. Right. She's just stacking crimes.
Sure.
She's basically like fucking Hitler right now.
This is a misguided soul.
Okay. So
I don't know about it. Okay.
Well,
right.
She's probably got Hitler in her somewhere. Right.
All right.
Well, whatever.
Sure.
It's my favorite hoodie. So I say to Murr, I gotta be honest with you, buddy. Like, if we didn't hunt her down,
right,
call her job, get her on the phone, and really, really show her entire hand, she wouldn't have called back. She would not have called back. She might have been like, "Oh shit, I fucked up," but she would have had that on display. She probably, if I was me, and I would have never done it, but if I was me, I probably would have got it framed like people frame hockey jerseys and put it up.
Sure.
And put the pictures of Murray's tweet next to it.
Or like in the Batcave where they have like the dead Robin's outfit in that glass case. Right.
I think that's what she would have done. And I was uncomfortable here. Like I've gotten in trouble in the past. I always got punished for it. I was uncomfortable with her committing 5 crimes.
Sure.
And then literally like not even getting like a slap on the wrist. Now, I don't necessarily want her to, I don't wish harm on her.
You don't want to you're not thinking prison time or.
I'm not thinking anything harsh.
Okay.
I'm thinking whatever it is that the law dictate that she deserves. Whether that's a slap on the wrist, a misdemeanor charge.
Well, does the fact that the suit cost $1,200 put this into like a major crimes?
You know what? It probably does. Because I feel like I think that is true. I think there's
because I know if somebody's taking a picture, because this came up recently where people will sometimes come up to us and just take pictures of us, put their fucking phones in our face and just take pictures.
Right.
And I have to stop myself from grabbing the phone and chucking it against the wall.
Right.
And I said that to our manager, and he was like, you can't do that because the phones cost enough money at this point that it becomes like some sort of
it's a trumped up charge,
like a felony crime or something like that. Right.
Yeah.
So she might have wandered into like Felonyville.
It's no doubt.
Right.
No doubt. There are tiers. There are like tiers of the level of what the thing is worth.
Right.
And mind you, if you get caught shoplifting a goddamn barrette, you go to jail.
Right.
You go to jail.
Sure.
I've seen it happen. I've worked in that space. I know someone who's run security for that space. Like, they put those people away.
Right.
Because those people usually are serial thieves.
Right.
I mean, I know when they know it's a little kid and, this, what have you, but, shoplifting is, and this is worse than shoplifting.
Right.
This is trespassing, breaking, entering, shoplifting, fleeing.
Right.
And don't forget the bribery.
Sure.
So I said to Mara, we were divided here. I said, I actually would like for her to go through the process of legal amends.
Face the music.
Yeah, I think she should face the music.
Sure.
Yes, it was a nice gesture that she washed my hoodie, and yes, I took half the $50.
You took half the $50?
Yes, I did.
That's fucking, come on, man.
Well, Murray was going to take it. I was like, what are you doing? Like, give me half of that. And he was like, all right, fine. First you're gonna rip it up. First you're gonna mail it back to her. Then we're like, we don't even have the time. Then we're gonna rip it up, and then we're like, that's stupid. Then we were like, well, what are we gonna do with it?
I honestly feel like $12.50 of that is my money.
Well, I guess the case can be made that she stole 2 items from us, so her reparations were toward us. See, actually, what would hold up in court is this.
Yeah, but she stole my time. I had to wait around for 2 hours.
That's true,
right?
But I don't know if this physical money's equates. The header of the thing is Dear Sal and Murr.
Yeah, I know, but as you pointed out, she's a criminal. So we're now suddenly we're going on her.
All right. So Murr owes you $12.50.
Well, somebody owes me. Well, $6.25 each is the way I'm looking at it.
All right, fine.
All right.
So Joe's not getting his. Okay. So yes, I took the bribe.
Right.
Yes. What does that make me, a criminal? No. The reason I took the bribe was because there was nothing for me to do with the money.
Yeah, but you took the money.
Well, I have it.
Right.
So I didn't really take it.
Okay.
Taking it would be spending it.
Right.
Right?
You didn't spend it yet.
No, it's in my possession.
Okay.
I don't want to spend it. That's dirty money.
Blood money.
It's blood money. I will not spend that money.
Okay.
I was thinking about just like donating it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So some good can come out of this tragedy.
Completely for real.
Right.
I have not spent that money.
I believe it.
I folded it a certain way and put it in the corner of my wallet, and it's there because I thought maybe, who knows, maybe we'll have some fun on the podcast, and maybe I'll raffle off the money.
All right.
This blood money, this bribe blood money.
Yes.
And now you too can own a piece of the night that Murray's $1,200 men's warehouse suit was stolen. Here is what I am prompting our listeners to do. I believe, now I don't know what the statute is on this kind of thing. And I don't know.
We can't be past it already.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because of the way that things unfolded, what the current legal situation is. I don't know the climate here. I do not know if this will be laughed off if I told someone in a legal territory. I don't know if they say, well, she's still accountable. She got caught. I don't know if it's a lesser charge, like maybe it's grand theft instead of.
Basically, do you have a case?
Do I have a case?
Right.
I don't know. Now, I don't want this girl to go to jail, for 30 days or something like that.
No. Really? Because I think that would be 30 days is a long time.
Well,
she's not going to fuck you up the ass prison.
I will tell you this. Okay. I don't wish to ruin her life.
Right.
I don't wish to ruin her life. And I don't think that, with the way this stands right now, I don't think that if I proceeded to try to tell someone else, I really don't think it will. I think that what will happen is I'll either be left off.
Sure.
And say, look, guy.
If you call the Tulsa police right now, the Toledo police.
I think they'll be like, what do you want us to do, guy?
I agree.
What do you want us to do? 3 weeks ago, someone stole your thing. You found out who it was. You returned it. Sorry.
That's right.
I might hear, well, no, it is a crime, and you do have proof. So if you want to, we can go get her, bring her in, write her up a citation.
Sure.
I might hear that. I might hear, we don't stand for that shit. Oh, we love Impractical Jokers. I don't know. I won't lead with I'm Murph from Impractical Jokers.
Sure. Okay.
I will just say, right. So they might say, look, we'll bring her in. She might have to spend the afternoon or the night here, and then she'll have a court date.
Like scare her
She'll
straight.
plead down. They'll probably give her $100 fine, or they'll give her probation. Then maybe they'll tell her to do 10 hours of community. Who knows? I don't know where this will go. Again, I could be laughed at, but this is what I say to you now.
Okay. We're going to put this to the audience.
I want to proceed with this.
With legal action.
I do not feel resolved. I don't feel closure, even though she wrote this and said she's sorry.
Right.
I am sorry, but I live by a little bit of a more ethical code than that. I think that what would have impressed me is PPS going down to the station today, letting them know what I've done. They could take it from there. Now, then I would have said that's something else.
Right.
Now, for me, I'm sorry. I'm annoyed at you.
Sure.
You're sorry that you were drunk does not mean that it's okay with me. It doesn't mean it. So I am going to do this, okay?
Right.
I am now asking our listeners to decide the fate.
The Nuggelos. You're putting it to the Nuggelos.
I'm asking the Nugget Army here.
Hello.
And I know what Nugget would do. Do not base this on what Nugget would do. Do not base this. Nugget would send her a pipe bomb.
Right.
Do not base this on what Nugget would do. Now, again, you're not really determining her fate. You're just determining the avenue on which I'm proceeding.
Okay, so what are the options that you're giving?
I'm saying that I want our listeners to vote, okay, this week, on whether I should try and jail this clown, this jabroni,
jabroni,
or she goes free. Okay. And when I say jail or free, I don't mean she's going to jail. What I mean is I'm going to let you decide by way of hashtag vote.
Right.
What say you jail her? So you're going to either write, what say you... Wait, hold 1 second.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to ask them to take to Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know that this, in some way, is a form of entertainment between us and you guys listening.
Sure.
But, and I know that it's taken humorously, and it kind of is, but I'm not toying with this girl. I am serious. I was upset, and I really have been mulling over calling and just reporting it. Even if they say there's nothing they can do and hang up, I would feel better.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. My personal decision. I'm not like being like, does she get the chair or not? Right.
Right.
But what we'll do is we'll leave it to vote to you guys.
Okay. So we're going to look on our What Say You Pod Twitter.
Yes. Oh, for the next week.
Right.
So the day this airs, we'll give 7 days of voting.
Right.
Okay.
And what are the hashtags for yes or no?
Hashtag what say you jail her?
Right.
Or hashtag what say you free her?
Right.
Okay. If you could do free her or jail her in caps at the end of that, that'd be great. Okay. Catch our eye nice and easy. Or, so do that. And if there are more jail her votes,
you're going to call the cops.
Then next week, I will, on the podcast, I will beep out her information so no one ever knows who it is.
Right.
And I don't even know if that's legal to call the cops and record it, but they've recorded. I'll tell them it's for quality assurance.
Yeah.
I will call on. Now, I feel like I shouldn't have said, because now I feel like people are going to want to hear the call.
Right.
So they're going to say hashtag jail her. But I do urge you to vote
with your heart.
With your heart,
right.
Not with what you want to hear on next week's podcast.
Okay.
And please do that, because I really want to see. And if you think it's jail her, say jail her.
Right.
But really be fair. If you're like, let bygones be bygones, she apologized, she sent a 50.
Right.
Or if you're like, no, come on, who cares? She's only going to get a slap on the wrist. Let her pay the piper. Just let me know. If the jail hers win, I'm going to call the Toledo local police station.
Right.
I'm going to explain my story on the podcast. They will not know, but I'm going to do it and I will see what happens.
Right.
And, if it turns out that they're like, oh, that's not right, we got to go and get her. We got to bring her in. Then maybe I will probably take that part out, because I don't want to that's almost like, then it's getting too
real.
Too real.
Well, no, you can't say that. You got to follow this through to the bitter end. If you're going to do it, you got to do it.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. If they say she's getting the death penalty, it'll be on next week's podcast.
I mean, what a fucking episode.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, hey, if that's the law over there,
sure.
She lives there, not me. So,
right. Wow.
That's the business of that business.
Okay.
I'll tell you about the law too.
What's going on with you? You got a lot over there. You got a ticket.
Speaking of the law, maybe this is why I'm feeling such a way that I need justice.
What do you got?
Served swiftly. I was driving to Long Island.
Yeah.
What the hell? I forgot where I was going.
So what you're holding in your hand right now is a ticket, obviously given to you by a cop.
By a cop.
Okay.
I was on the Belt Parkway.
Right.
Driving out to Long Island.
Yeah.
And or toward Long Island. Oh, I know where I was going. I was going to the Oddball Festival.
Okay.
And my phone rings. Now, let me just preface this with the fact that I really am a by-the-book kind of guy when it comes to driving rules and regulations. Okay? I never do not wear my seatbelt. In your car, I put the seatbelt behind me and snap it in, so I don't really wear it. But that's because your car, like, it locks and it literally chokes me out in the fucking thing. So I just can't bear to do it. But in my car, I will tell you, I remember I got a seatbelt ticket on the way to the ferry going to work in like 1998 or 99.
Yeah.
And I was like...
Pre 9/11.
And I usually wore my seatbelt and I didn't that day and I got caught. And I was like so furious that the one day I didn't wear it, I got a seatbelt and I got points and everything.
Oh, somebody who used to work with you at there stopped me on the street today. I was like, I used to work with Sal back then, and we worked in the office, and blah, 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 blah. He gave me his name, and I fucking completely forgot.
Where was it? Staten Island?
No, it was I was in Manhattan this morning.
If I said names, would you know?
Nah.
Okay.
But he liked you very much. So,
yeah, good people over there.
Yeah.
So I from that day in my own car, I have never not worn my seatbelt.
Well, it's that beeping too. That does
mine goes away after a minute.
Oh, mine doesn't. Mine intensifies.
Okay.
As the day goes on.
So mine goes away.
Right.
Doesn't matter. I don't do it. Also, a thing that I do not do, I do not speak on the phone. There's no need to.
Got the Bluetooth.
We have the Bluetooth now in the car.
Right.
And it comes through the speakers.
Sure.
It's a safer option all around.
What did you do? It sounds like you're building a case for yourself, but you have a ticket.
I'm just prefacing with,
sure.
and I don't even speed, and I use my blinker, all that jazz. I'll put it to you this way. They
didn't give you a ticket for no reason.
I've gotten 2 moving violations. I think a seatbelt is a moving violation. If it isn't, I've gotten 2 tickets in my life from a police officer. In my life. I've been driving for over 20 years. One was the first 6 months I got my license. Right. I was speeding.
The dick cop.
And the cop was really mean, and I was had friends in the car, and I was nervous as shit.
Right.
And he gave me the ticket. And it was the first 6 months of driving, and I learned that lesson real quick.
Sure.
And I was speeding in an old hoopty. I wasn't like, it was just like, I was on Highland. It was late at night. It was my silver Buick Skyhawk, 1986 silver Buick Skyhawk.
Okay.
I was going like pretty fast, like 55 into 35. Something like that. He pulled me over. That was the one moving violation I ever got. And then that seatbelt, which was pretty accidental.
Okay, but what happened?
This being the third ticket that I have ever gotten in my life. Okay, so I'm on the up and up. I got no points. I got nothing.
Sure.
My phone rang.
Right.
As I'm driving.
Who was it?
Joe Gatto.
Oh, God.
Okay, and it was during work hours.
So you can hold him responsible.
It was Joe Gatto. I didn't really hold him responsible, but I knew he was calling about work.
Right.
And I normally wouldn't even answer the phone when I'm driving and, whatever. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, oh, shit, this is about work. I think I had already spoke. I think I knew a work call was coming, and it was like we had to make a decision on something. It was an important call.
I don't know if you should be talking about this right after damning that woman for breaking the law.
Well,
you broke the law. You have a ticket.
Right. And I paid. I took my sentence, though.
Okay.
I'm not saying. I'm telling you I was wrong.
Right. You didn't slide $50 across the window.
No, let's say if I would have done that.
Sure.
Listen, I'm really sorry. Buy a drink on me.
Right.
They would have batoned me.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So the phone rings. So I pick up the phone and I go, hey. And he goes, hey. And he starts talking. I go, all right, hold on one second. Let me put you on the Bluetooth.
Right. And that was it.
I go, whoop, 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 whoop.
Got caught in those seconds.
Yeah. He pulls me over. I said, let me call you back. He hangs up. He walks over. He says, how you doing? I pulled you over. I said, I absolutely do. I said, you saw me with my phone in my hand. He said, yeah, you're not allowed to have your phone in your hand. I said, I absolutely know that. And I said, and I did have it in my hand. I said, but I will tell you this. He goes, who was it? I go, it was work and it was an important call. That's why I picked it up. But I said, but I have Bluetooth and I never, ever talk on the phone. It's something I take serious.
Sure.
I said, and the phone rang and I lifted the phone and I said, hold on, let me put you on Bluetooth.
Right. A likely story.
He says, first of all, he just asked for my license.
Okay.
And in New York, you say license, registration, insurance.
What did you say? You were Murph from Impractical Jokers?
I never said the show at all. Right?
right.
So he says, let me see your license. And then he says, you know why I pulled you over? And I said, yes. I said, I just want to let you know, though, it was work. I literally picked it up and said, let me put you on the Bluetooth. I said, I have Bluetooth in this car, and it's pre-hooked up. There's never a reason for me to talk on the phone.
Right.
Just know that. And that's all I was doing. He goes, all right. And he just walks away. He doesn't ask for my license or insurance. I mean, I'm sorry, my registration or insurance.
Sure.
So I'm thinking, all right, maybe he believes me, which I was telling the truth, and he knows I'm not up to no good or anything like that. I'm thinking
he doesn't know you're not up to no good.
I feel like if you're a good cop, you kind of know.
There's no way for him to know that you're up to no good. But okay, all right.
Someone else.
You're projecting. You're projecting.
You know what? I was sincere and honest, and I don't think they get much of that when they pull people. They get people that are fuming. They get people that are lying. They get people that won't admit it.
Right.
I said I picked it up. I said I just want you to know the words. I even said I will call.
How big of you?
I said I will call the last person and just say, what did I just say to you? And they can even tell me.
Right.
So he goes, all right. I talked to him for 10 seconds. He goes back to the car. I said, all right. He didn't ask for my registration insurance. I think what he's doing is making sure the car's not stolen, making sure I don't have a warrant or tons of points, something like that. He'll come back and say, don't do that.
Right.
He comes back. He goes, here you go.
How much?
Here's your ticket. $138.
That's a hit.
$138.
That's a hit, man.
No, that's not the hit, buddy. The hit?
5 points.
5 points on your license.
Did you pay it or are you fighting it?
I'm fighting. I'll tell you the story.
All right.
So 5 points. I go, I don't even care about the money. I said, but it's 5 points. He goes, yeah. And I go, what is what? He goes, yeah, it's 6 points. You get your license taken away. So I go, wait a second. I haven't had a ticket in 21 years.
Right.
I just got a cell phone ticket. If I get one other ticket, even if it's a 2-point ticket, you deem me not capable of driving in the state?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, do you have any other tickets? I was like, no. He goes, see, all right. I was like, I guess. He said, go to driver's ed or drive the driver. I said, yeah, I will. I said, I will do that. I
got a guy.
This is steep. So I'll take that off air.
Yeah, no, I got a guy.
All right, give you $50.
Yeah.
So he walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's like, I think he should have shown me a little leniency, man.
The fucking same thing happened to me when I was going over the Verrazano, and it was raining, so I purposely pulled under an overpass so the cop wouldn't get rained on.
Yeah.
New York City firefighter went in there, ticket, gave it to me for could have went 64 miles per hour in a 45, wrote 65.
That's a dick.
That's a dick. Gave it to me. 5 points on it. I went to fight it. They gave me a court case a year from the date. So I had to wait a whole year. And then the date comes and I had to move it. I had to see if I can get it moved. Just couldn't make it that day. We were going out of town or something like that for the show. So I call up and I call the DMV and I'm like, look, or whoever I called, the Brooklyn traffic courts. And I go, hey, look, can I move this? I heard rumors I can move it once. And they go, oh no, they already moved it. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, you would have found out when you came down to the court that it was moved to another day. And I go, when? They're like, March 2016. So I go, you moved it another year and you didn't tell me? I was like, do you know how inconvenient it is to take a day off of work and come down there? And they're like, that's just the system. That's just the way it works. So now I'm going to be waiting 2 years after getting that ticket.
You still didn't?
I still haven't been. March 2016. I got to go. 2015. 2015.
Me? Well, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
So I went online.
Dick cop.
Wow.
And I have friends in the police department, so I called, and they're like, he's a dick cop. Yeah. It's not even like me just getting a ticket and being like, well, I'm a dick. They're like, he's a dick cop.
So get this.
And I love listen.
I have some of my best friends are cops.
Full supporter of the NYPD and police. Nothing. My boy Troy, my boy Cac. Nothing. No ill will against cops at all. They're the first people I would call. But like in all things in life, they're dicks.
Oh, yeah. I think they know that.
Dick cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went online and I went onto the thing to fight it.
Right.
And it says, I waited I went on every day for a week. Okay. And he didn't put my ticket. No one put my ticket into the system. Now it says you have to respond within 15 days.
Right.
You have to respond within 15 days, right? So I go on every day. I'm so nervous, and it's not in the system.
So you're running out of time.
So I'm running out of time. So the 15th day comes. It's not up there. So they then give you an option. If it's still not here now,
Right.
fill this form out, and we'll eventually email you when it's in the system.
Okay.
So I wait the 15 days. I put it in.
Right.
It takes about a week or two. They email me back. It's in the system.
Right.
Then they say, now you have 30 days to enter your plea.
Okay.
So now I had 15 days. It's been about 30. Now they're giving me another 30.
Sure.
So I say, I want to postpone this as long as possible. So I had to, by October 10th, I had to go in and plea.
Right.
So on October 10th, I waited till the end. And I went in and I pled not guilty.
Right.
I heard that if you make the appearance, a lot of times they'll knock the points
Sometimes
down.
the cop won't even show up, and then they
Right.
automatically.
That happened. Yes.
Yeah.
So that happened to me with the seatbelt.
Oh, there you go.
So I've only been, I've
Sure.
only had one or two. So I figured, let me show face. I'll take the day off from work. I'll go down there. It's the points I'm worried about.
Sure.
So I put in my stuff. Now you kind of took the wind out of the sails here. I put in my thing, October 10th, 2014, generated court date, October 10th, 2015.
Right. A year.
1 year. And I went, this has to be a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
They want me to come in. I can't even remember. I'm not going to remember this.
Right.
I started making notes all over my house because I'm not going to remember.
Yeah, I have the letters on my fridge. Yeah.
In 1 year, they want me to go talk to them about something that happened 14 months before. Now, I tell you this as well. I'll tell you this. How is that an efficient system? Because
it's not.
How is the cop? You're telling me he's writing 5 tickets a day?
Right.
So he's writing 2,000 tickets a year?
Sure.
So you're telling me he's going to go to court and say 2,000 tickets ago in last year, this...
Well, I think they're banking on you just paying it. They're making it inconvenient for you. You know?
Really? You think they're playing the long game?
Sure, because you could take those 5 points, take that fucking driver's ed course, and get 3 points knocked off just like that. So, all right. And you could do that. I think you could do those courses online now.
But doesn't your insurance go up?
Yes, but it's all a points game. So you could that course. They're counting on you using that course to just fucking make this.
But right now, I don't have the points. Right? They can't give me the points until conviction.
You're innocent until proven guilty.
Right. So I don't know. I think that's really, really weird.
That's awful.
It's like in a year, come back, and it's also you have to go back to where you got it.
Right.
That's annoying too. But I was like, all right, fine. I'll just do it in a year. In a year, I'm gonna go and. Like, I even feel like the guy's not going to remember what happened.
No, fuck him.
I'm going to go there and be like, look, I.
What you have to do is what I'm doing. I have to hire a lawyer. I'm actually getting a traffic lawyer to come in and fight it.
Wait, isn't that defeating the whole purpose?
No, it's not the money. I don't care about it. It's the points.
Right.
Money doesn't, So that's what it is.
And what does that insure you? I heard that if you go with a lawyer, it definitely insures you. They're knocking down points.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But like, if you can go in there and knock down 3 points on your own, and the lawyer goes in and ends up knocking down the same 3 points, and you spent $500 on them.
Yeah, but I don't know. You're hedging your bets, I guess. At that point, you're saying that you can get those points knocked off on your own, whereas I'm just like, I'll just get a lawyer and knock those points down. And
then it did say in there, you're allowed. If by chance you need to reschedule, contact this thing. So I'm thinking come October 7th,
just push it.
I call up and say, look, I can't make it. And then if they push it another year, now I'm going in to court 25 months later for a cell phone charge that guy's not going to remember. And I'm going to go walk in and say... Maybe
the guy fucking retires by the time you go in there. And then you don't have to worry about it. Me, I didn't even push it. So I still have another push. So when March 2015 comes, I'm pushing it to 2016.
That's right.
And by then, I'm like a fucking World War IV.
Cops change precincts and everything. Like you think 2 years later that cop is going to be in the exact same position going to trial?
No fucking way.
So then all those are getting thrown out though. Every ticket he wrote.
I think the majority of people just pay it. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my story about that.
All right. Well, a lot of legal.
But I'll have my day in court. I will have my day in court, and so should she. I believe.
Nice, buddy. Nice way to bring that one all around.
Thank you.
All right.
I also bought weed legally.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
in Denver.
But you couldn't bring it home.
I didn't.
So what'd you do? Did you just leave it?
Every single person we were with did it.
Smoked weed, really?
No, we didn't smoke. I can't smoke weed.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not that. I can't do that.
Okay.
I bought weed. I bought Swedish fish.
Okay.
That were edibles.
Right.
I call them Swedish fish. Thank you very much.
But I don't understand. You're like, how does this work? You're allowed to buy Swedish fish
Yeah.
in Colorado.
Correct. The state of.
And you're allowed to eat it,
Yes.
and you're allowed to
Smoke it. You could do anything you
do
want.
whatever you
You don't
want.
smoke the fish. They have regular weed.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, like, but if you take this over a state line,
Jail.
jail. That's
It's
fucking
basically like
crazy.
fucking Lord of the Flies. It's like self-governing states. Like, it's like, this is completely legal here, and if you take 10 feet that way, you're going to jail and we're taking away your freedom.
That's insane.
The way a line is drawn like that is completely insane.
That is.
But that's
nuts.
how everything's passed eventually. Like,
Right.
same thing with anything.
But oh, man, does this? So that is. It's such a trip, and I can't even trust it.
We had a day off in Denver.
Right.
I'm walking around the city by myself,
Sure.
and
Because
I'm
we
seeing these
split up.
dispensaries. Yeah,
I went to Deadwood.
that's right.
Where did I tell you I won money from Kevin Costner?
What?
Yes, Kevin Costner owns. He's the sole owner, a private casino in Deadwood,
No.
and I won $800
No.
at blackjack. Yeah.
For a second, I thought you like faced him head to
No,
head.
I wish, but you walk in and it's all Kevin Costner memorabilia all over the walls.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Wait,
pictures.
he bought a casino and then put memorabilia of himself up?
Yeah, yeah,
That's really weird.
yeah. It's like if Murray opened the casino.
Right,
yeah,
right.
it's
There's like men's warehouse jackets all over the place.
yeah, but but it's done up like an old West casino. It looks good, but intermittent is just pictures of him in Waterworld and shit like that. And I sat down.
Are the games all Kevin Costner?
No,
games?
they're not. It's like a real deal casino. And I was playing with a woman, and the woman said he used to be super involved in it. I think it was called like Night Star Casino. He used to be super involved
Used
in
to
it.
go there?
He used to be there and like run the place with them. He used to love it. But then he got married to a much younger woman, he said, and then he had a kid, and that's that. But he's still the sole owner of it.
Really?
And I mean, this town, dude, it's fascinating because Deadwood was on the verge of bankruptcy. And literally becoming, they were like, it's a ghost town. It's going to be a ghost town. This was in the 80s. And they voted to legalize gambling. They had a 40-year plan to bring the town back. And they made so much money off gambling in that first 5 years, that they completed the 40-year plan in 5 years. And the town is gorgeous, but it has 40 casinos in a 2-block radius. It's crazy. But it's an awesome town.
Is that where people go to gamble?
People go there to gamble. People go there for the atmosphere because it has that whole old Westy type history thing. It's a lot. It's a beautiful town. If you ever get to go. But I won $800 on single deck blackjack, and I took it right from Costner himself.
That's awesome.
But you were in Colorado.
Yeah, I just was walking around all day, just exploring, literally on my own. I walked the entire length of the city. If you know Denver, I walked basically from like the ball fields,
right,
through the Broadway area, through like city council area,
right,
through like down to Broadway, the low South Broadway.
Sure.
Well, I basically walked like 6 miles, 7 miles. Like I just walked the whole city. I met people on the way.
Yeah, I know. You invited people to the show that you met.
Yeah, they're very nice. I met a whole bunch of people. I ended up going out drinking with them to see a band.
Right. They offered me weed at the show too. Your friends that you brought from yeah, they were like, "You want some?" I was like, I can't, but thank you." So like, it's a real weed culture over
and
there.
So after I passed, this was like I hadn't seen the dispensary yet, and then this was the first one I passed. Then after that, I saw like 10, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So then I was like, "I gotta walk in just to see what it's like."
Sure, of course. So
I walked in, and it basically looks like a smoke shop.
Mm-hmm.
You get buzzed in, and then it just like it almost looks like a jeweler, like these glass cases, and it's just all stuff on display, and you just like there's a little like the price and what it is, and the way it goes is they would divide it into 2 areas. You go into one room if you have for medicinal, and one room for recreational.
Okay.
The medicinal was more like a waiting room.
Okay.
And she told me on the norm, medicinal is usually stronger than the recreational.
Okay.
And also you pay less for it. There's the tax on medicinal is normal tax, like 70%, but recreational weed is a 21 point something % tax.
Okay.
So basically, if you're spending $20, the tax on that's going to be like $6.
Right.
So I just looked at them and I was like, "Can I buy weed?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'm like from out of state. I'm from New York." And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I can buy it right now. Like, do I need anything? A note?" She's like, "No." So I was like, "I can tell you, give me that, and then you sell it to me." She's like, "Yeah," because I just couldn't like get it.
Sure, it's hard to wrap your head around.
And she's like, "Yeah, we just need like your ID and stuff like that."
Right.
So I was like, "Well, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna buy it now. I don't even do that a lot, but I'm gonna buy it now just to say I did that.
Sure,
I legally bought weed.
Well, you can. There's no shame in the game because you're allowed to legally buy it.
And I wanted to be part of that movement.
Yes,
like that's a big win.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm about to legally buy weed. It was like, it must have been like the first time, like, a woman could vote. I don't know.
Right.
Probably not like that, but I was being facetious. Obviously, it wasn't that significant. But so I just wanted something light. So I bought a chocolate bar and a pack of Swedish fish, which I deemed appropriately Weedish fish.
Weedish fish.
And they make you buy a bag. It's a child-proof bag. It costs $2, but it looks pretty official. And you legally have to buy that bag to walk out of the store. You don't have to buy it every time. It's a reusable. You just got to
bring it back, right?
$2.
And that's what I'm holding in my hand right now.
Yes.
It just looks like a white Ziploc, super strength Ziploc bag.
Does it say anything fun on that label or no?
No, not really.
Just not like really. Don't operate heavy machinery.
Yeah.
And I like that you're not supposed to operate heavy machinery, but like
light machinery.
You
could mow your lawn.
Like I'm gonna just like smoke a blunt and then I'm gonna just go run to light machinery. like you know what I mean? Like, dude, you are wrecked. Don't worry. I'm just gonna go do light machinery. And we went, and I didn't want to take him across state lines.
Right.
But
things happen.
We ended up in Vegas. And,
right.
No, and then it was really fun. They tasted exactly like Swedish fish.
Okay.
And like we had all of our friends, and it was the last show, and it was, and I just basically opened it and gave a Swedish fish to everybody.
A school of happiness swam out.
And it was fun, man.
Yeah.
It was fucking fun. So what time are we at?
We are an hour and 15 minutes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's stuff that we want to cover that we'll cover in the next episode. I guess.
We'll get to stuff. We want to talk about the tour and what it was like on the bus. We want to talk about Seth Meyers. We want to talk about an incident we had at one of the hotels. Let me tell you something right now. If you remember my incident with that horrible bee in the hotel, and also if you remember my incident, I think I told this when I showed up at the hotel and it was completely trashed. We had another incident. Yeah.
So there's that. And then a couple of fun little stories here and there. Also, just really quickly want to thank all the fans that came out to this tour, and especially so the ones that just bring us these things that, again, real quick, not necessary to do, but some of the stuff we got, I'm holding in my hand from this girl, and she's done it. I forget her name, and I feel bad, but she's done this for 2 seasons now. She makes a Bible of the show. And it's an episode guide, and every page has its own episode on it, and it includes the title, the date it aired, a description of all the challenges, the highlights of the challenges, who won or lost, what the punishment was. It's color photos. It's unbelievable. It's a Bible. It's like 40 pages long. She's done it for season 1 and 2. I'm so sorry I'm forgetting your name, but it was so impressive.
It's unbelievably impressive.
And we wanted to do it for 3, and it's unreal. Thank you. And all the people who brought us, everything, t-shirts and clothes and liquor and all this really cool, neat stuff. Some lady brought me a charger for a laptop, a portable charger, like just really thoughtful things. We don't want you to do it. You don't have to do it. It's insanely crazy. Thank you guys. And I think Natalie Flowers I have written down here. Oh, Natalie, a young girl named Natalie brought me flowers. That was so nice of her. She was sitting in the front row.
Oh, she was like 19.
Yeah, she was really sweet.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't a young girl.
A young lady.
Yeah, you may sound like a 12-year-old.
Well, to me, it was just a young kid. Young kid. It was so nice of her. I also have here, someone brought us pickles, jujube here. Anyway, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
And you know what? Really, I never get to say this, the Sal Gals Club. There's a lot of clubs out there for us, fan clubs and stuff, that we appreciate them all, especially you guys. And we got these army backpacks with our names on them.
Right. National Guard. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. And real quick, podcasts, we're doing 10 small podcast shows in Manhattan in
Right.
November and December. They're going to be at the Highline Ballroom and the Cutting Room.
Mm-hmm.
They're on sale now at the10loins.com. They're a completely stripped down show in a really small audience, like
Right.
200 people.
If you like our stuff and you're fans of our work, this is a real cool way to see it. If you're in town.
Yeah, it's going to be informal. I'm just kind of talking to locals, but if you want to come, by all means,
Sure.
It's a cheap ticket. It's going to be informal. A lot of stuff, a lot of interaction with us. It's a Tenderloins podcast live,
Right.
which we've done a couple times last couple of years. Guys and I are doing the podcast. We're going to record it, and it's going to be fun. It's a way that we're going to build next year's show. So you want to come to those, and then Torrington, Connecticut in November, we are filming our first ever 1 hour live stage special. That's going to be a special on True TV and cut together with a tour doc. If you want to be part of that, that's a Torrington, Connecticut show in November. And especially if you haven't seen the show, please come because we want, fresh eyes on it. But if you have seen it too and you want to come, that's great too.
Great.
All right.
All right, we're going to try a phone call?
Yep.
All right.
Here we go. Once again.
Want to try Colorado?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
Do they have anything on there?
Nah.
All right, hold on.
I can get it.
Blank. Block your number.
Okay. I think one of them, it's a 720. Like every episode on What Say You Pod ends, we will dial a random number that we completely make up on my phone.
Right.
Hopefully it connects to someone else on the earth, and then we get to talk to them and see what's up. It's happened a couple of times. Usually it doesn't, but we're picking the area code of Colorado. And I am dialing a random number right now. All right, piece
There
of
you
shit.
go. All right.
This
Well,
number's a piece of shit.
thank you for listening to this episode of What Say You. We'll be back next week.
Tons more to come.
Thanks, guys.
I heard that Rome wasn't built in a day. Then how come everyone is rushing to get ahead? And if I seem to be reserved, that's just my way. Your questions seem like you're interrogating me. Yeah, I try. Then again, I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a D next time. Okay. Here we go. I heard the lemon metaphor 4 million times. And I don't stand for lemonade, don't ask me why. And would a beverage stand be a job that be desired? And where would I get the wood, and should I try? Should I try? Then again, I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a 65. Yeah, I try. Yeah. Then again, I don't try. I get an F for effort. I might as well just. I heard the currency don't grow like leaves on trees. Then how come my money comes and goes so seasonally? And I wish farmers planted plants instead of thieves. My friend pays a ton of green for greener groceries. Yeah, she tries. Then again, she don't try. She gets an F for effort. She'll plant a tree next time. Yeah, she tries. Then again, I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a D next time. Yeah, I try.